ladies! Thank you so much for showing up today for stress gain versus weight gain, because we all know that sometimes we can gain a little bit of weight despite our best efforts. So today we're going to talk about the difference between the two and why one is much easier to let go of than the other once you know what it is. That can just be the tricky part. But if you do not know me and you're joining me for the first time, my name is Laura Sherrill and I'm a women's health and wellness strategist, and I help women master their metabolism by balancing their hormones. And the glory of that is once you're able to calm down your body, really balance from the inside out, you're able to avoid things like pesky weight gain, period problems, really increase your fertility, your energy, keep everything sky high the way you'd want it to be able to have clear skin. And I'm so excited to be able to talk about this topic with you, because after the holidays, I feel like everyone's in a bit of a reset. You know, you go through eating so many holiday cookies, having a lot of champagne and wine over the holidays, and just to be able to really understand your body and what is going on is really what will empower you to keep making the choices that are right for you. So stress gain is what happens when your hormones are unbalanced and your body is stressed out in some way. And so what happens then is your body clings onto this extra weight, and you might notice bloat within your midsection. So that's where your stress hormones will settle in, right around your midsection. And so I call it the busy bee cortisol belly, because your cortisol levels are really high. You're just a busy bee going all about your day, doing all of these things, and your stress hormones are just raging. And so if you ever get that belly bloat, and you're just noticing like, oh man, I'm feeling really overwhelmed, I'm feeling anxious, that is your body clinging onto stress hormones. And so that's just super annoying. So what can really elevate those is too much caffeine, too much alcohol, too much cardio. Those really spark your adrenal glands to be pumping out excess cortisol falsely. You know, we need it in times of stress to be able to run away from whatever is then threatening us. But just understanding how to keep your body's stress response low, and just the tie-in that it has to your adrenal glands and how that can affect your weight, which then would hinder all of your health and fitness goals. So then any other hormonal condition that you might be experiencing, so women who struggle with PCOS, a thyroid condition, those are really hard if you're not at the root cause to be able to control those hormones and what that is doing within your body. Women also notice a weight gain while being on the birth control pill or the IUD. And so all of our bodies are different, so how your body might respond to something could be very well different to how someone else responds. So just really getting to know your body is really key to be able to understand what's working and what's not. And I always talk to the women I work with of, you can't, compare your body to somebody else, because we're all different. And so just understanding the stress's role within our body, and it's causing, anytime you're stressed out, either from a mental stressor, a physical stressor, a hormonal stressor, your body shuts down other systems like your digestion. It really sparks your nervous system, and it's trying to protect you from whatever that threat is. And so our bodies are so sensitive, and it's meant as a way to protect us, but it's clinging onto excess weight, making us feel bloated, really irritable, and making us have a lot of those period symptoms that we do not want. It drives up inflammation with our body, and it's just like a whole slew of issues. So that's part of stress gain. And so another stressor that could be coming up with any sort of bloat is stress getting in the way of your sex hormones working. So think of estrogen and progesterone that regulate your monthly cycle. And if stress increases, progesterone goes down, which causes estrogen to increase. So that causes a lot of period problems that a lot of women experience, like PMS or migraines or acne, a lot of skin irritations, a lot of moodiness. It really contributes to a lot of those PMS symptoms. So just being very hyper aware of stress, and then anything that's causing this hormonal release within your body, is really going to help keep your body calm, letting it go. So then weight gain is when you're eating too many calories than you are actually burning off or metabolizing within your body. So that causes a weight gain, and that's much harder to come off. So regular, weight loss for women should be about 1/2 pound to 2 pounds a week, depending on your size and your goals, because you don't want to lose too much weight quickly, because then you run the risk of losing lean muscle mass as well. And so, like, ladies, we all want that lean muscle. We want that lean muscle to show through. It keeps our metabolism high, and it helps our body running efficiently and doesn't take as much of our energy away. You know, we can get that exhausted feeling. But that weight gain is much harder to come off because once you let go of any stress gain, your body just is like, oh girl, like I don't need to hang on to this anymore. I can just let it go. And it just rewards you by releasing and letting it go. So I recently held a Balance Bombshells boot camp, which was a 6-week program for women who wanted to learn more about their hormones and really master their body. And the first week we talked about stress in a woman's body, and the average weight loss that week, without even touching on food, we didn't even get into the food principles and just talked about stress hormones. And the average weight loss was 1.5 pounds to 3 pounds in that first week. And the women were just amazed of just recognizing what habits contribute to causing stress within their body and how they can actively rein it in and bring it in and just think, oh, I do have power over this. I can control this. And it's just such an empowering feeling. And to be able to feel that bloat leaving your body and that stress release, I mean, these women were losing that weight during the holidays, during one of the busiest times of year. So it's absolutely possible. So if you have been, over the hump of this new year, you're trying to hit those resolutions. I personally set intentions over resolutions because I feel like a resolution sets me up to fail. I feel like somewhere along the way, I'm just going to beat myself up and just be like, well, why didn't this happen? Why didn't I do this? Something's wrong with me. So I set intentions of just, this is positively what I would like to change in my life. I have the intention to do this. Here are the action steps that I'm going to take to do it. And just understanding your hormones. Your hormones are your secret to success in all areas of your life. So it comes in with how your body's functioning, how your brain functions, those happy, feel-good thoughts, and just feeling happy and free, balanced within your own body. Because I know what it feels like to not have that, and I know what it feels like now to be on the other side of balancing my hormones. But it's such a balancing act. So just really being mindful of your choices and then how it works within your own lifestyle. So I have a lot of things coming down the pipeline for you in terms of free content and some other free webinars coming in, so I'll keep you up to date with that. If you follow me on Instagram, it's at Laura and then 2_Sherelle. And then you can also visit my website, laurasherelle.com, for some other free resources and joining my email list to know when these Facebook Lives will come. You can also like this page, and then you'll be able to stay up to date on all of our hormone chats so we can come together in real time and be able to help answer any questions that you have, because I live by the motto, no bombshell left behind, because I really don't think that a woman should be on this journey alone. And so many of us are confused about our hormones and just the way that society has kind of things stacked against us. So the more that we can understand our bodies and lean on other women for support and just knowing what's going on internally, that stress game, ladies, like you can absolutely let that go, and you do not need that in your life. Your body's just telling you, girl, I'm stressed out, and we need to tune in, pay attention to what's going on, and you will just feel so happy, free, balanced from within. So feel free to comment, any questions that you have, happy to answer them, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Lee.